I'm literally, Justin walked in. I was like, I feel very official.
Yeah.
Because you have officiated us because you are here.
You always interview us.
I always interview you guys.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be in this seat. I don't want to work today.
Welcome to Humble Brag, baby.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Cynthia.
I'm Crystal. This is Humble Brag.
Humble Brag.
Humble Brag.
Oh, I have tea.
Once a housewife,
Always a housewife. Can we say that again for the people in the back?
Humble Brag.
Humble Brag. Brag with us.
Justin Sylvester.
Justin Sylvester.
Hello, you guys.
The preeminent
Yes.
TV host
Yes.
of all entertainment, of all things fun, all things Hollywood.
Thank you.
You are like the go-to person
Shit,
for
am I?
entertainment. Yes.
Damn,
Yes.
am I that guy now?
You are that guy.
And
It's
I
so
would
crazy.
like to piggyback and give you your flowers to say you are hands down one of, I've known you, I don't know how many years now.
Oh my God, we've known
It's
each
been a
other for,
minute.
yes.
And we'll talk about how we met and the whole thing. We're going to roll it all the
we
way
go-
back. We're going to go back. But you
Oh.
are one of the funniest, first of all. Generous,
Love you.
ridiculous,
Crazy.
crazy. Like TV people that like you are exactly who you are on your Instagram, on your shows, and in person.
I love you.
So authentic, so real, and so insane. And I love all of it.
I really am insane.
You are. I love that about you. Like you'll call me and be like, girl.
Oh, no,
like,
no, no.
Okay.
If
Like I will shut down 30 minutes of my time anytime if you call my phone.
and by the way, you always answer.
I'll always.
That's what I love about you. I can always get in touch with you, even if you're busy.
Oh, yeah.
You could be in hair and
I'll
makeup for
answer
a
and say I'm
movie.
going to call you back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm on
Just-
set right now, Phil. I'm going to call you right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm having surgery right now. I'm going to call you back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting arrested right now, but I'm going to call you back in 30. And then she's going to use
And
her
she
one
does.
collect call,
Yeah.
and she's going to call you back and be like, what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well, it's so
true.
funny because she didn't know that we knew each other, but
Yes.
she refers to you. Justin's one of my best friends. And I'm like, I can totally see that.
No, literally.
Yeah. And while we haven't spent too much time together, we go like back well before Housewives.
Yeah.
Socially.
I told you to do it.
You did.
Oh.
And when you were giving him his flowers, another word I wanted to say about you is that you're very supportive
Yes.
and you're
Yes.
very loyal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say why on my experience, because I met you maybe three years prior to being asked for Housewives
Yes.
through LA Social World and a lot of mutual friends. Like the Aspen crew, I was partying and fun. And I was offered to do Housewives, and I talked to Justin about it a little bit, but I didn't realize how close you were to Kyle.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's a little bit of a conflict of interest because you are best friends with her. I'm the new girl. But you always managed to be super respectful of your relationship with her. And I think you know that I am respectful of that relationship that you guys have. But you were always just like, you could tell I was nervous all the time. It wasn't like,
Oh, 1,000%.
yeah. So you'd always pull me aside while we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And just be like, go with it.
yeah, like I know you, you're good. And so anytime you filmed, even though you knew you were there for Kyle, you always made sure to like step aside and make me feel comfortable and support me. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh
'Cause
my
it's-
God, you're welcome.
It's not my natural state, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's really funny? At those times, sometimes she would knock me and say, hey, Crystal's nervous, just to give me the heads up for me to go talk to you.
That's
So
sweet.
she was aware that you were, you know, in that zone.
Yeah.
And she would knock me and say, hey, just go, you know, Crystal. But she and I have a very strong relationship. But when someone comes on the show, especially 10 years in, 9 years in, I knew you and I were mutual friends through other people. I wanted you to go on the show and get yours.
Yeah.
I want everyone to
know.
win.
Yeah, you do. But you're a safe space though.
Yeah.
You really are.
I am.
For your friends and for your community. You really, really are that person.
For sure.
I feel like I can talk to you about anything.
No,
like
you
stuff
can.
that I wouldn't talk to many people about. I would call and be like, hey, I need your advice on this.
And I think that's why we have the friendship that we have and the respect that, you know, you and I have and the friendship that Kyle and I have for 15 years. I know how hard it is for women in this industry to be able to trust people. And a lot of times you feel like you're in a vacuum. You feel like you can't talk to anyone outside the vacuum because if somebody finds out something outside the vacuum and it gets back in, then all of a sudden you're in trouble with the
Yep.
network and yada, 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 yada. So for me, I always wanted to be a safe space for my friends. And, you know, I pride myself on that because I know sometimes you just have to say something to someone
Mm-hmm.
who knows what the hell's going on in Fight Club.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Housewives is Fight Club.
It is.
It's Fight Club
It
for
really
sure.
is.
So let's
And
be real.
it's so funny. Rob calls it Squid Games in high heels.
That's a good
That's
one
a
too.
good one.
That's
too.
his term for the show. But I think as people just know you, obviously from your shows and presenting, but I don't think people really realize. I think I see sometimes, oh, is that Justin from E? Or, you know, like what in the background of the show or what, you know, but I don't think people really know how integrated you are like on the show because of your friendship with Kyle.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So my first job, I graduated college, and my first job in LA was being an assistant for Kyle.
As a personal assistant?
Yeah,
Or a
but
show?
when I was doing,
How did you end up in LA? Take
So-
us back because you're
Yeah,
from
yeah,
New
yeah.
I'm
Orleans.
gonna take you
wait.
back. So I'm from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
I worked for this wedding planner, and every Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I worked for this wedding planner 3 weekends a month. She was the shit. If you got married in Louisiana and you had some cash,
What city?
This is in Lafayette. But
Okay,
we went
Lafayette.
from Dallas to New Orleans.
Okay.
Okay.
So anything in I-10,
Right.
if you were doing
She
a
was the
wedding,
one.
she was the one. She was
Okay.
Preston Bailey. And when I was 14, one of my bridesmaids at the wedding was this woman named Allie Landry.
Oh yeah.
Who I've known
I know
Allie.
Allie.
Yeah,
You know, I've known Allie for 20 years.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So Allie,
That's right. I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay.
and it's actually Allie's, I think we're doing Allie's like bridal luncheon. And after the luncheon, she was like, you need to move to LA. You should move to LA. So I was like, girl, I'm 14 years old. Like, I can't move to LA. So 4 years later, I run into her again. At this point, I'm like 19. And she's like, I'm like, hey, girl, my name is Justin. I met you. She was like, I know exactly who you are. Meet her at the wedding. She's like, you should move to LA. I'm like, not yet. Not yet. 2 years after that, I'm 21. I'm about to graduate college. It's serendipitous that she was at a wedding that I was working.
Mm.
It was actually for a mutual friend of ours. We're sitting there smoking a Capri. She was like, I think you should move to LA.
Mm.
And I was like, this is weird. This doesn't happen 3 times
Mm.
where you're going to run into a
Mhm.
random celebrity
Right.
3 times over the 7 years of your life.
Right.
So she was like, I think I have this girlfriend who needs an assistant.
Oh wow.
So I was like, cool. When should I come? I'm graduating in January. How about May? She was like, I'll call you. So give her my number. A month later, it's like January 10th. I'm graduating in a week. She was like, I think you should come out next week.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Right. Let's go.
I drive my car from Louisiana to LA. Halfway
You
through,
drove?
I drove
How long is that drive?
26 hours.
Wow.
my God.
And this is back when you had to print out MapQuest.
Yes.
Like, I had
No
9
navigation.
No navigation.
Wait. With Waze, it takes 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
on fucking MapQuest. Okay?
That's crazy.
Wow.
I get halfway to LA and I start crying because I'm like,
Oh my
holy shit, I
God.
just uprooted
This
my
is
whole
it.
life.
Yes.
Like, what's going on? Like, I don't even know who this woman wants me to work for. Like, this
oh
is crazy.
My goodness.
So I get to her house, I have a mental breakdown. She's like, listen, it's going to be fine. My girlfriend thinks that she doesn't need an assistant and I'm going to introduce you to her and I think you guys will hit it off. And I was like, wait, you mean to tell me that I drove here for a motherfucking baby and not only does your girlfriend not know who I am, but you don't think, like, what are you talking about?
I don't even have a job now.
I don't have a goddamn job. Like,
And so you started crying for other reasons.
oh, I was in that room just crying.
Oh my God.
But somehow, Allie Landry, when she says she's going to do something or figure something out,
Right.
she figures it out.
She's gonna make something
The
happen.
Lord is on her side.
Okay.
Just
It really
let me
is.
let you know this. The Lord is
Okay.
on her side.
Okay.
So we go to lunch. In the meantime, I'm waiting to meet this friend. She keeps on canceling. We're rescheduling. It's been 3 weeks. I'm now going for other jobs.
No,
There
wait.
is-
You've been in LA 3 weeks
I've been
now,
in LA for 3 weeks.
and you still haven't met her yet.
No, and I'm a Scorpio. I like to have.
I gave birth.
You
to
wanna
one.
know what's up.
Literally.
You're like,
you
what
want
are
to
we
know what's
doing?
up at
Yeah.
all
Yes,
times.
yes.
Like, let me
Yeah.
know. Like, I want a map of a haunted house. I want to know like
Yes.
what's jumping out, when,
Yes, I get
who. So I'm meeting with other people. I have this second interview in this 3 weeks with this very big actress.
Okay.
This bitch is so big. Like, she is the one.
Ooh.
Okay.
Iconic.
Not the 2 or the 3. But
Not the 2 or 3.
one.
She the one. And when I went to this woman's house for my second interview, the housekeeper was like, she's upstairs.
If we guess her, will
Just
you
go
tell
upstairs.
us?
I will not tell you on camera.
Even if we guess.
I can't even tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
You can't even guess.
Because you know I'm into like war right now.
Yeah.
So,
Is
like,
she a Oscar winner?
Probably.
Okay.
okay.
All right. Okay.
All right, so
I'll
she's
leave it alone.
number one.
I walk into the housekeeper's like upstairs. She's in the bathroom. So I go upstairs and this woman is completely naked.
What?
She's sitting down at this fancy vanity. I'd never seen a vanity before
Oh my God.
in my life. Like,
Right.
you know, like I'm coming from Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
from
walking
Alabama.
into.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have a vanity at my house.
I mean, I could just see the Lemaire all over the place.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm walking in. There's like a fur rug in this bathroom. There's like a fireplace, and I mean,
a fireplace in the bathroom.
and bitch, it's 98 degrees outside. So this is for dramatic effect.
Of course.
But I'm gay. I'm clocking it all. I'm clocking everything.
Fur.
There's a fur.
But by the way,
You're like,
you
this is
painted
my
a picture of like the ultimate late 90s wealthy house. So
Was she
I
smoking
see
a
it.
long cigarette too?
No.
Like,
She is sitting there and she is putting the cold
Lotion?
cream. She's lotioning
Lemaire.
herself.
Naked.
Naked. Topless. She's
my
topless.
God.
What?
Legs crossed. I can remember the silk pants she had on.
Oh my
Is she
God.
white?
She's white.
Okay.
And she's lotioning herself and she's like, so where are you from? Because I had met with her manager.
This is the interview?
This is the
In her
interview.
bathroom
By the way,
with no
for those who
lotion,
are
topless?
not watching, your eyes are rolling the way he's
No,
like,
no.
hi.
I see the visual.
No, she's like, hi, can I help you?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, I'm here for the interview. She was like, oh, I didn't know you were coming so soon. She was like, sit down. And she's talking to me. I'm behind her.
Topless.
She's talking to me through the mirror.
Oh.
So she's
Even
trying to
more
throw me off.
dramatic.
But I'm like, bitch, I've seen some titties. Like, I've seen some titties.
Right.
I am fine.
Okay.
I used to work be a wedding planner. Like,
Right.
I am good.
Right.
I've dressed a bride
You've
or
seen
five.
a lot of titty.
I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of titty.
Yeah.
Okay. Many a tit.
Okay.
And for hours, she's just fucking grilling me,
What?
lotioning herself.
Oh my
and I am
God.
like sitting there, like, yeah, going through it, resume, hand her
Like,
the
this is
resume, she would
normal
look
for
at
me.
it. Like, she is trying to throw me off.
And her name
Right.
is Kyle Richards.
Literally.
It's not. Wait.
No, that's not
No,
God.
Okay, I'm
No,
like,
that's
stop
not
it. As summer winds down, get back into a routine you love with Wayfair. From bedding and linens to storage solutions for every room in the house, Wayfair is your one-stop shop. Refresh your workspace with desks, bookcases, and office chairs for way less. Or make weeknight dinners a thing again with quality cookware that makes mealtime a breeze.
Refreshing your bathroom? Shop linens and towels. Refresh and get them excited about the upcoming school year. Need to organize? Wayfair has storage for every space.
There's something for every style and every home, no matter your space or budget. And with fast and easy shipping, it's never been easier to refresh your home.
No matter your style or price range, Wayfair has something for everyone. Plus, no more huge delivery fees for furniture. Get big stuff like sofas, dining tables, beds, desks, and more shipped free.
Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your summer home goals with endless inspiration for every space and budget, including the outdoors. Find all of your must-haves from furniture and decor to appliances and cookware, all in one convenient place.
Get organized, refreshed, and back to routine for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Can we normalize saying, I love my life, but I kind of miss wanting sex?
Yes. You know, my friend was just talking to me about this, and I told her, girl, you deserve to have that fire back.
Well, thankfully, there's Addyi, an FDA-approved little pink pill for frustrating low libido in certain premenopausal women.
It's non-hormonal, and it's taken once daily, and it helps you feel like yourself again.
So if this feels familiar, check out Addyi.com to learn more. That's ADDYI.com.
Addyi, or flibanserin, is for premenopausal women with acquired generalized hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, who have not had problems with low sexual desire in the past, who have had low sexual desire no matter the type of sexual activity, the situation, or the sexual partner. This low sexual desire is troubling to them and is not due to a medical or mental health problem, problems in the relationship, or medicine or other drug use. Addyi is not for use in children, men, or to enhance sexual performance. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is increased if you drink 1 to 2 standard alcoholic drinks close in time to your Addyi dose. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking before taking Addyi at bedtime. This risk increases if you take certain prescriptions, OTC or herbal medications, or have liver problems, and can happen when you take Addyi without alcohol or other medicines. Do not take if you are allergic to any of Addyi's ingredients. Allergic reaction may include hives, itching, or trouble breathing. Sometimes serious sleepiness can occur. Common side effects include dizziness, nausea, tiredness, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, and dry mouth. See full PI and medication guide, including boxed warning, at Addyi.com/PI.
So I leave this house. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't care if this bitch is paying me in pesos. I'm taking the job.
Okay.
Right.
Like, I'm working this
Absolutely.
for a year minimum.
Absolutely.
So I go back to Allie's. She's like, by the way, we have our meeting with my girlfriend Kyle. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to take the job here
With
in
the
Beverly
fabulous
Hills.
lady that uses a lot of lotion.
Yes, I'm here for it. And Allie's like, no, you don't understand. Like, let's just meet with this woman. So I get to the meeting. She is exactly who she is. She's talking a mile a minute. She has one daughter on her hip. She's taking edamame out of it for Portia, who's 1. Her other daughter is like 11, like giving me the up and down, like the eyes, like who is this motherfucker?
Couldn't be more opposite.
Literally could not be more opposite. And she's talking a mile a minute. We like, talking back and forth. And she was like, listen, why don't you just come to my house on Monday? I'm starting to film this reality show. I think I'm going to need somebody for like 3 months.
And this is season 1 for her?
This is season 1.
Oh my God.
She's like, why don't you come over? I think I'm going to be needing somebody for like 3 months. So I was like, okay, but I could take this full-time gig with the lotion loving titty lady off of Benedict Canyon. Like I could do that. I'm good. But Allie was like, no, you need to go. This could be a great opportunity for you. And like, she didn't know. But she just never had an assistant. Like, get in there and make yourself indispensable. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go on Monday and I'm going to see what's going on. I'm just curious. I want to see, I want to meet the husband.
Yeah, because you haven't been to the house yet at this
I haven't been to the house yet. Okay. I haven't done anything.
But obviously you vibed enough where you were interested for round 2 to not automatically take the big job.
100% because I was crumpled over the whole time. She's funny as fuck.
Right.
So I delay titty lady. I'm like, let me let you know by Thursday. Right. But I'm going to go see this other white lady's house. And I want to see who got the best pantry.
Let me weigh my options.
Let me see her titties first.
Yeah, let me see her titties
Who got
first.
the best titties?
Get to her house. Walk in. Literally, this is day 1. They're like, hey, can you sign this release just in case you end up in the background?
Right.
We just want to make sure we have the release. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. She's
because the cameras are already.
Yeah, the cameras are up.
Got it.
But it's just like no name. It's like
they're just filming whatever. So I was like, what show is this? And they're like, oh, it's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Right.
I was like, wait, what? Because at this point, it wasn't announced.
Right.
I was like, what? They were like, it's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, so you knew.
I went upstairs. I was like, hey, I think that you have this situation all the way fucked up. I don't think you're going to need somebody for 3 months. I think you're going to need somebody for 3 years. Do you understand what's about to happen to your life? And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're going to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Do you understand that people have been waiting for this for years? Like, this is going to be crazy. Like, you have to film the show. Then you get a small break. Then you have to do interviews. Then you have to do pickup scenes. Then you have to do press.
So you always
then you have to do a reunion.
The show.
I knew about my.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out. So at that point, what Housewives were already happening? Orange County,
New York,
and Atlanta.
And Atlanta.
Okay.
You 3 were
and
going.
Beverly Hills was up next.
And Jersey was on deck. I remember Teresa flipping the table. I mean, she was like, I have not watched any Housewives. I said, great. There's one on tonight. We'll watch it.
Wow.
And Teresa flipped the table. And I was like, this is what you're doing. Like, this is. Like,
she's so lucky that you were there.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't understand. And I was like, yeah, lady, like, you're fucked.
Yeah. Now you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Yeah, when he sees me, he's like, go for it, girl. Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But then so I take the job. It's like on this 3-month situation, which I know is bullshit, but I couldn't tell her. So
you've already picked out your room.
Yeah.
You're like, girl, I'm going to be here for at least
put the down payment on the house.
Exactly.
3 to 5 years.
But I was like, you know what, whatever. So I went back to her house like 2 weeks later. She was packing for her first all cash trip. They were going to New York to see La Cage aux Folles. Kelsey Grammer was in La Cage aux Folles. Camille Grammer was planning the trip.
Yes.
So I said, hey, just, I want to give you like a little bit of, background. I was like, just so you know, when you get to New York, Camille Grammer is going to naturally freak out at you. So she's going to come for you. And she was like, well, why do you think that? I'm like, well, you kind of told me like, it wasn't a secret that they had planned the show. Kyle was on, then they got Kim, then they got, and then Camille, she brought Camille in. But Camille was the queen of Malibu. She ran shit in Malibu. She was Kelsey Grammer's wife. Like, I knew about that queen bee.
Yeah.
Kyle was kind of the queen of Mahalan, Bel Air. So I knew the minute that they were going to be on Camille's turf that was going to happen.
You're a smart man.
And she was like, no,
I'm
Camille's
so-
oh yeah. No, she was like, Camille's great. Camille's fine. It's fine. Like, Camille's great. And she came back 3 days later. She was like, all right, we need to go to lunch.
Wow.
She was like, how did you know that?
Wow.
And that sparked our whole friendship. Like, that was when she was like, all right, this guy needs to be here.
Mm.
He needs to be in my life. And then we just rolled together for 5 seasons.
And how long have you guys known each other now? How
Since
many
day
years?
one of Housewives, it's going to be 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you notice, if you really look at the show,
Mm-hmm.
you rarely see me on camera
Mm-hmm.
because for me, I was there for her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I really believed in what she wanted to do.
Mhm.
And I just believed in her as a personality. And I knew she was going to be something big. And I just
Mhm.
wanted to support her
Yeah.
in that because she was supporting her husband
Mhm.
and also supporting all of her kids. And I just wanted to be the gay that was right behind her, pushing
Right.
her up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I never really jumped on camera very often, only when I needed to.
So,
Yeah.
well, then how did that happen? When did you get on camera?
We filmed a white party. Season 1, I'm never on camera.
Okay.
You see me kind of like in the background. I'm kind of hiding,
Right.
like, because I just never wanted her to think that I was there for anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah.
wasn't my motive.
Right. Right. Right.
My ulterior motive, to be completely honest, was to build her up and manage the shit out of her
Right.
and make a fuck ton of money and get the fuck out.
Mm,
Like that, and start my own company.
got it.
Right.
That was like that was what I really wanted to do. But like, at least I had a gay who ended up going crazy after a
Mhm.
few seasons. His name was
Mhm.
Cedric, R.I.P.
Oh.
Taylor had a gay named Dwight. Like everybody had these
Yeah.
like crazy gays, but that just wasn't my jam.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to be like just the gay friend on Real Housewives.
Right.
By the way,
You know what I
that's
mean?
also very short lived.
It's
Yeah.
very short lived.
Yeah,
Sure.
that doesn't go well.
It's very short lived, but every now and then you'll see me pop in. Like if there's gonna be a tense dinner, I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you saw me at the
Yeah.
weed dinner,
Mm-hmm.
I just knew I needed to be there for
Right.
some emotional
Yeah.
backup and some
Yeah.
comedy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I put
Yeah.
my tap shoes on when I need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
But I was barely in the show because I just never wanted her to
Yeah.
think
I
that
love that.
was like my thing.
You're a very
Wow.
earnest person.
Yeah.
No, I love you. And
She's
I love
lucky
everybody.
to.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are lucky to have each other because it ended up working out for both of you.
100%. And if she calls, I'm there. And if I call, she's there.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened after you left your housewife journey?
So
Then you
I
went into what?
did 5 years.
5 years.
At some point, it got crazy. After
Okay.
year 3, I took a break
Okay.
because it was like the Russell Taylor thing. It got crazy. I went back for season 4, back for season 5. And she was literally like, you are bigger than this and you need to figure out
Mm-hmm.
like what's your next thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So she was always telling me like,
Mm-hmm.
you really need to figure out your next thing.
Mhm.
You can't be stuck here.
Love
Like
that. Mm-hmm.
you got to move. Like you don't understand. Like you need to go higher and higher.
Yeah.
So I met with a reality TV producer. His name was Duran Ophir. He was casting for this LA-based reality show.
Okay.
And I went into the casting and I just wasn't feeling it.
Mm.
Mm.
And in the casting, I was like, Duran, have you ever met these kids on Instagram called the rich kids of Instagram? He was like, I don't even know who they are. I was like, there's a girl named Dorothy Wang who is fucking hilarious. She's so smart. And she has these friends that are fabulous. They live a rich life and they're
Mhm.
interesting. You should meet them for the show. And he was like, they're a little too young for my taste. Like I'm looking for older people. I was like, Duran, just meet her. Like, what's it gonna like? It's not gonna kill you to
Right.
meet her.
Right. Take the meeting.
So he ended up setting up the meeting with Dorothy. Dorothy ended up going in, and they were on the air in 6 months.
Wow.
From the first meeting, Rich Kids of Beverly Hills went on the air in 6 months, 7 months from that meeting. So I started producing Rich Kids of Beverly Hills.
Oh,
You
MJ.
did?
Yeah. I started producing Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, did that for a few seasons. And then when EJ NYC hit, I
watched
went
that
to New
too.
York and started producing that show.
Yes.
On my way home from New York, I was turning 30 and I was like, I have 6 months to my 30th birthday. I've lied to myself for the last 5 years saying that I love to be behind the camera.
Mm.
But if I don't try this now, I'm never going to get it.
Mhm.
I am never going to get it.
Mhm.
And I made a decision that was August. by November 1st, November 8th, if I didn't have a job in TV or a lead to be on camera, I would get a 9 to 5.
Wow.
I landed, started it, made some phone calls, did all these things. The day before my 30th birthday is when I got my first E! show,
Wow.
Which was what?
Daily Pop.
Stop.
You
The
got
day
it.
before?
I auditioned for it. This is how crazy the world is. My audition was the week of Halloween. I was staying at my friend Kevin's house. I got a phone call from Nene to go meet her at Catch. Cynthia happened to be at Catch with Nene. We stayed at Catch till 2 a.m. in the morning. Lil Mama came to meet us randomly that night.
Yes, Ernest.
And it was my audition for E! the next day.
That's crazy.
So I started my E! journey the night after I met Cynthia.
Wow.
And the day before I turned 30.
That's unbelievable.
It was like the wildest thing. It's
so
the
for
craziest
you
thing.
to go from having, I'm assuming, no experience as a TV host to getting Daily Pop?
Yeah, but I had watched daytime TV my whole life.
Obviously,
Like-
but that's an incredible leap.
No, it's a crazy leap. But what was happening at E! at the time and in the world was Ryan Seacrest was there. He was polished.
Mm-hmm.
He was to the point. He had all the insight, but he was giving you the news.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening back then 8 years ago was you were seeing a shift in people wanted opinion.
There you go.
When I went into my E! The first tryout for E! I was with 45 people who were experienced TV hosts, but they were going in giving the E! news thing. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to give you the gay. I'm going to give you the tea.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
going to hit you with the tea.
Come on.
So I was clocking them left and right in the audition, and they couldn't believe it.
Right.
So that's how I got in. I got in at the right time.
Too.
Right timing.
It's all timing.
And people weren't going to tell me no because Housewives was the shit back then.
Yes.
So if I had a connection to Housewives, they were so... That's when I used it. I would name drop
the
that
power
bitch.
of Housewives.
Oh, day, honey. I was built by a woman.
Yeah.
Like, that is who I was.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I name drop that shit all day, every day. Yes.
But as you should, because it was authentic.
Yeah.
It was authentic.
You're not like some bullshit like, oh, I've met that person. Like,
no.
Like you were deep into it. You actually guided Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were like
for 5
friends
years.
and family at that point.
Yeah,
Like,
we're friends and family at that
yeah.
point. And when I needed her, she would show up. So when they couldn't get an interview with her because Bravo wouldn't let, she would show up
Right.
and say, where do I need to be? You know, Kathy Hilton would let us in her house for one-on-ones around Christmas because she knew I was coming. So that was just like the beauty of it. That was me never phoning it in or calling in for a favor because I really didn't need it for 5 years until this came up.
Right.
What is your superpower?
My superpower is never staying too long and knowing what other people want. I know what other people need when they don't even know it.
Interesting.
And then
That's
been
a great superpower.
Yeah. Anytime you grow up in a home with a single parent,
Mm-hmm.
and I say this with love, my mom took on a lot growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And with that came a lot. Like that was a lot. So for me, I was always trying to anticipate what she needed or what mood she was going to be in, or like, you know, how is this going to affect us? Like I was always thinking 5 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of moved out at 16. And when you do that, you have to think 5 steps ahead.
That's
Like,
right.
it's like, okay, this is now your life. I also grew up in South Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
So code switching was like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to an all white school, but I grew up in an all black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So to play those two sides 24/7 from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, I had to be with the white kids from 4 p.m.
Yeah.
to fucking 10:30. Like you had to come back and be in the hood and survive.
Right.
So you just learned how to, maneuver in life.
That is actually how you really learn to read people.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Oh, 100%.
But I understand that personality of constantly giving, like trying to figure it out. And, this is my people pleasing, which is, now that you are not there at that part of your life, are you doing that less? Like, how do you balance to take care of yourself and give you what you want? Or are you still in that zone of giving?
No, I recharge.
Recharge.
How do you do that?
I recharge. I am not afraid to say that I need alone time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will take time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I will do whatever it takes. Like I will go, if you see me getting a facial from Olga on my Instagram,
Love.
bitch, I want to supercharge like a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me 3 hours in that chair and I'm good.
You know how to say no.
I know how to say no.
I wish I'd learned that earlier. Now I say no all the time, but you will say no.
No,
You're
I will
like,
say
no.
no.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I'm good.
What else is important is when you're in your 20s and 30s and you are dealing with a high volume of people and trying to commit to figuring out what everybody needs, it's very tough. But when you get to your mid 30s, the number of people in your life shrinks.
Yeah.
So there's less people to deal with.
Honey, wait till you get to your 50s, baby.
I can't wait, bitch. I might be
You're
in a
like a
cave by
lone wolf.
myself.
That
You're like
was
a lone
always,
wolf.
I've always hung out with older people than me, and even my 20s, it was like, as you get older, your world gets smaller.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Smaller. That's kind of common. And at the time it felt like profound, but also like, that's not going to happen to me. I did not believe that. Cause I'm a social, like I collect friends and I just did not believe that. And I'm in my 40s now and I'm like, wow, it just happens to you. You can't control it.
But what did I tell you when you first started the show?
Yeah,
You
I
said,
know.
I'm so scared.
I
I'm so
know.
nervous. And I said, girl,
Get ready.
it's not the women on the show that you have to worry about.
Yeah, he did.
It's the women off the show.
And look what
And she's like,
happened.
what do you
And
mean?
that was, oh my God, truer words have
She
never
goes,
been
what
spoken.
do you mean? I'm like, there are women who are going to talk shit about you doing the show. And by the way, still watch the show and have been watching the show since day one. But there's a part of them that wants to do it and they want to be chosen. Everybody wants to be chosen.
Or at least ask.
Yeah, they want to turn it down.
Everyone wants the invite. I always want the invite. I just don't always want to go.
See, my thing is, I never thought I would ever be invited. That was not part of, I know that we rolled in the same group, but what's the last person in my mind ever to be on that list? You
and
know?
they probably thought the same thing.
Yes.
So it hit them like a ton of bricks.
And you told me that, and I responded like, no way, I can't. And I think it scared the shit out of me. And the next time I saw you, it had happened.
Yes.
And it paralyzed me. And we talked about it on one of the early podcasts when I started. I just was really honest about it. But it paralyzed my entire experience.
I was about to say, I think it fucked up.
Because you knew me before and you knew me on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And you prepared me. And you can't, but let me tell you something.
You can't prepare anybody for it.
No, you can't.
I could have never fathomed that anything like that would have happened to me. That people really, really were going to come for me. I just didn't know. And you told me because you've seen it.
It's like childbirth.
Who was the Crystal that you saw?
Oh my God. She
Before
was light.
because I saw her like first on Beverly Hills. So who was she before that?
She was light. She was bubbly. She was like, oh my God, this is going to be a crazy experience, but I'm scared, but I'm nervous. Like if she was all over the place, but full of life. And the thing about LA, and I hate to say this because I don't want to generalize, but there are a lot of rich people here. And the one thing money can't buy is fame.
True.
And I think a lot of times people want that. And when you're in some of these mom groups, there's a hierarchy.
Justin knows everyone.
I
Just
know.
letting you know. No,
say.
meaning like in what has happened to me.
Yeah.
He knows the deets.
Okay.
That's
Sometimes there's a hierarchy.
Okay.
And if you get chosen before the other ones get to turn it down, it becomes this thing. You know, it's fucked up because I feel like it ruined your whole experience.
Yes. And you know that.
Yeah.
But I think you hit it, the nail, is that they also saw me on the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we both knew that.
Yeah. It's like the thing.
There's people that are obvious.
Yes.
I was not obvious.
Right.
And I knew that. I don't know if I always felt that I thought that they knew that, but I didn't think that it was just going to turn people that way.
But let me say this because I think people do it and they don't realize it. And before they know it, they're deep in this. Like I've seen you go into situations and when you get a little bit more light and when it's your time and you're having a good season, maybe one of your friends who's on the show is not receptive to that. So they start acting out in a certain way.
Correct.
They just sometimes can't handle it. And whether they're in the show or outside the show, sometimes I think it's worse when they're outside the show, but I'm watching this happen on all the Housewives where friends get promoted.
It's very competitive.
It's very competitive.
Even if you're not competing. And for me, I always think, if you're all ready to go, why are you threatened by me? Like, I'm literally just happy to be hanging out with the goat.
Because
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
because
Like,
you have a sense of self, of sense of security and confidence. If you don't have that, no matter, you can never see yourself. Like, you're always going to keep trying to achieve higher and higher and never actually enjoy where you're at.
Yeah.
And you're always
Yeah.
going to try to take other
That's
people
true.
down.
Yeah.
And even outside of the show, just in general, if you have more than me, just even as a person,
Yeah.
how do you get to hate on me? Like, I'm just trying to get
To you, I'm trying to get
I'm trying to
halfway
get on
too.
halfway to where you're at. I don't even have to top you. Like, how are you insecure just with my small little being and of just trying to get my small slice of the pie? That is crazy to me.
Let me tell you something. I tell this to every housewife that I meet. I hate that you had such a good season because next year they're gonna wear your motherfucking ass out.
Target is on your back.
And it's the internet and the comments and Twitter that has started. I've seen the evolution of it.
Yeah.
I've seen how important the seating chart is. That was
everything.
that seating chart was never,
Outfits.
that
Hair,
seating chart
makeup.
was never important
Yeah.
like that. If you were on that couch, you were on that couch.
Yep, that's
Right.
true.
But then it became this, who's next to Andy?
Yep.
Who's second?
Who's in the
third?
middle holding you know,
Yes.
whatever they're holding?
I saw the evolution of that happen,
Right.
where people were just happy to be in the photo to, oh my God, who's in the middle? Like it's very interesting.
I felt like I had always felt not necessarily happy to be in the photo, but always still bewildered that I was on the photo year after year. And I felt personally that there was some type of resentment towards me. That, like, I remember some of the girls always say, and I said this to you before, like, do you know how big the show is? Do you know? It's like they thought I was, but I wasn't looking down on the show. I was just like, I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
But that reads differently. You know, it's, you know, perception is reality. And I have looked back on my experience of how I presented myself, that they thought I was feeling this way, but actually I was feeling this way. I just didn't know how to, like, get them to realize that. I wasn't like,
You weren't communicating it right verbally and non-verbally.
no, I wasn't, but because in my heart, it wasn't like, oh, I don't care. It's like, I'm still feeling like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole.
Mhm.
So every time I'd go to a reunion, I was like, of course I'm sitting on the outside. Of course, like, but I don't think they knew. You
Yeah.
can't read what's in my head about it.
Meanwhile, you're also dealing with outside forces
As
who
you know,
are
it was
so it's
monstrous.
Yeah.
My outside forces are much stronger than the show.
Yeah.
And when I say that, people don't
Wow.
realize how tough some of these women.
And what I would urge you to do is, when this is, at some point, this is all going to be said and done. In 30 years, when Housewives Beverly Hills gets to 50 years and they're going in a different direction, I would be interested for you to contact someone at Bravo or at Evolution and say, I'm curious, can I see the list of women who have been interviewed or asked
Oh, wow.
or who have submitted themselves?
Wow.
Because I think a lot of times
You'll be surprised, I'm sure.
Although a
you'll
lot
be
of people on the
surprised
list.
that
I don't know
you'll,
about
a lot of
Beverly
people on the
Hills.
list.
Listen, literally all of Atlanta has tried to get on Atlanta at some
Telling
point.
you.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. So
I do get a lot of, oh, they asked me to do it, but I said no. I'm like, I went through that. For me, it was 10 months process because I was
Yeah.
during COVID. I think mine was longer than most, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they love to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see everyone in Atlanta.
But
wanting
it's
to do
true,
it.
actually. It's
Yeah.
true. A lot of the women, I mean, if they could be on the show, for sure. Like, there are some women who would be great housewives who just either don't want to be on TV with their life or just are not good TV.
Some people just on good TV.
But the
Right.
epitome of a great housewife in a lot
Yeah.
of ways. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you have obviously so much insight in our experience as housewives and the hierarchy and the drama. Do you go through that
In my
as
career,
a host? Yeah.
you know, I've been so lucky because when I got to E, I think everybody looked at our show and was like, oh, that's just that Daily Pop. Like,
Mhm.
E! News was still the pinnacle of what was happening. So the fact that I was not on that shiny show and I was sitting on, you know, Vanderpump Rules or Summer House in the Bravo world
Yeah.
of E, no one was checking for me.
Mm.
And I was lucky that Jason Kennedy and Kat Sadler,
Mhm.
they were great. They were awesome. They were welcoming. And I got to really bring in a lot of people. Like Mark and Stewart was
Yeah.
somebody I worked with, but also my friend
Yeah.
who I brought on my show.
Right.
So I was kind of surrounded by people who were either nice or on my level. So I had a really good time. I think a lot of the struggle for me was always what's next.
What's next?
Because I had this thing in my head that I was going to be at E for 4 years.
Mm.
And then I was going to go and try something else and try something else and try something else.
Yeah.
So that was the hardest part for me.
So what is the pinnacle for you today?
Today,
Like what is in 10 years?
I think being on the Today Show.
Well, we've seen you on the Today Show.
You basically are on the Today
No,
Show.
I want a
And
permanent spot.
You're fabulous on the
Thank
Today
you.
Show.
Do you like New York?
I love New York.
Do you see
like
that?
it
Yeah.
better than LA?
No, I've been here for 17, 16 years. So for me, I think to myself, if I'm ever going to have that experience, I need to have it now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm 38.
And you've kind of done LA.
I've done
you haven't
LA.
really done New York.
I've never really done
Yeah.
New York. And
Well, you feel very right on that show.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love her. Jenna Bush is good people.
Mm.
She's Southern.
Mhm.
She's welcoming. She's funny. She doesn't take herself too serious.
Mhm.
Like, she's not afraid.
Yeah.
And I like that about her. I also love her team. They're phenomenal. And when you're growing up, the first thing you watch in the morning is the Today Show.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like I had my Frosted Flakes watching Al Roker every.
Yes.
morning.
It is
Like-
the top.
It's the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
It-
no
it's-
other
No, it's true.
place.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
So to be that person that people are waking up every morning and watching, TV with their kids or getting their news or their
Yeah.
entertainment from, to be on that 10 o'clock hour would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it's hard to break in there.
Yeah.
So
We were just talking about the shift, the Hollywood shift earlier. And I feel like you being on that show could be definitely a major shift. I mean, a part of the shift that's happening in entertainment. Because, you are a gay Black man.
yes.
Openly. That show is what it is and what it has been for many years. I think you are exciting to watch on that show, to just kind of not really shake it up, but just show us something else on that
Yeah.
particular
Mhm.
Thank you.
platform.
I think it would be that. It would
Yeah.
be something different.
Yeah,
You
something
know,
different.
Be just something
And you
different.
were something different for that space.
And I don't
over
know if
there.
they've ever had a Black gay man
Well,
on
I think
daytime
it's
TV like
certainly
that.
time for it.
I couldn't agree more.
It would be great,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're like the perfect person to
Oh, thank
usher that,
you.
like you said, that this new era, this new
Yeah.
generation.
Things are changing.
Oh, things are
and-
changing.
And entertainment.
Things are changing. It's interesting because if you, and I say this to people all the time, like E! News was just canceled
hmm
a few weeks ago, and
Mhm.
people are like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good. Things are evolving. The
Yeah.
network is going to evolve with them. They have things under their belt and up their sleeve that people don't know about yet that are going to be great. And I'm excited to see what they bring out. But entertainment's just evolving. No
Yeah.
one's going to sit at their TV at 11 o'clock and get news the way
Yeah.
they used to.
Yeah.
And speaking of evolving, you started a new podcast.
Bitch.
Let's talk about that.
Shit's
Where did
getting
that come
real.
from?
Shit is getting real.
Shit is getting real.
You look so adorable in your pajamas.
Listen, when I tell you what I'm loving is this soft, comfy blanket. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, no matter what, I just always like having a blanket on.
Well, it looks good on you.
Well,
For
thank you.
me,
It
but like,
feels
what's your
good.
ritual? Like, what do you do to go to bed?
Find myself my nice, comfortable blanket and the remote control.
TV is your wind down.
TV is my wind down.
Okay.
A good movie and a good soft blanket.
I love it. For me, like after I like wash my face, I need a whole face routine.
Oh, yeah.
I get into bed and I have this intention of watching a show,
Mhm.
but I end up scrolling all night.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But once I'm ready for bed, I don't fall asleep to my phone. I like turn everything off, lights off.
Yes.
Rob puts on like the sound machine and we're out.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
My absolute new favorite blanket to get all cozied up is this Lola blanket that's on you. Lola is the world's #1 blanket crafted with ultra soft, luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
And when we say soft, we mean this blanket is so soft. Oh my God. Soft as silk pajamas.
Soft as a baby.
Soft as a Prince song. Woo! Not Prince song. I promise, no other blanket I've tried has ever been this soft.
Plus, it's machine washable, double hem for durability, and stays flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
One Lola instantly elevates your space. As we've mentioned, it's unbelievably soft. Beautifully designed and makes your home feel cozy and curated.
I discovered Lola through Instagram, and now I see them everywhere, and I tell everyone about it.
Lola is my go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something people actually use every day. Don't believe us? Lola has over 10,000 five-star reviews, and once you feel it, you'll know why.
There's a reason it's called the world's #1 blanket. This thing is next level, and even better, it comes in a range of sizes. The extra large is so massive, they call it the biggest blanket on the internet.
And they also make weighted blankets to keep us safe from the devastating reality we experience every day.
For a limited time, our listeners are getting a huge 35% off their entire order at lolablankets.com by using code HUMBLE at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code HUMBLE for 35% off. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets. Okay, y'all. I have to talk about something that has totally changed the way I feel in my clothes lately, and that is Honeylove. Crystal, I know you've been on the Honeylove train too.
Oh, 100%. I wore their Cloud Embrace bra last week under this fitted white tee, and I felt like I was floating. It's wireless, but somehow it gives you real support. I don't know what kind of sorcery that is, but I am not mad at it.
Right? I used to dread putting on bras, especially for long shoot days, but with Honeylove, I'm like, where has this been all my life? I can finally say goodbye to underwear bruises and those annoying straps that never stay put.
And don't even get me started on the shapewear. I wore it to a wedding recently, no rolling down, no adjusting the bathroom. I was dancing all night and felt amazing. It gives you the shape without feeling like a sausage casing, you know what I'm saying?
100%. And Honeylove is female founded. Women designing for women. That makes a difference. You can feel the thought they put into every piece. I've officially replaced my old bras with Honeylove.
So if you're still dealing with uncomfortable bras or shapewear that just doesn't work for your body, stop. Do yourself a favor and try Honeylove.
Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. Save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/humble. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/humble to find your perfect fit.
After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in bras and shapewear with Honeylove.
You know, I love nostalgia.
Me too.
I love to talk about shit that happened in the early 2000s because I feel like we could get away with doing things.
Yeah.
Celebrities did shit and they didn't get canceled.
No.
Right.
They got more famous and they got richer.
There you go.
Lindsay Lohan, the Paris Hiltons, the Britney Spearses, all the shit that music videos and band drama and Destiny's Child.
It was a great era.
It was a great time.
You could live. And it was really before, I really feel like as much as I love social media fucked a lot of stuff up.
Social media
It made it
fucked
hard
it
to
up.
be a celebrity in a way where the whole cancel culture is horrible. I think we need to be done with that. People need to not be afraid to live and be who they are. Now, if you don't like them, you just don't have to like them.
Yeah.
But people should be free to just voice their opinions. Because I have to be honest, as someone that's on TV, I literally, when I do red carpets, I don't even do interviews anymore because I'm so afraid of saying anything to offend any community of any kind, anywhere.
But also
it just takes away your freedom to just say, hey, you know what? I'm not down with the vegans. I like eat meat. I'm going to always eat meat. It is what it is and whatever. Without having the vegans on my ass, on my Instagram the next day going, who are you to eat meat? Whatever. It just took away the ability to be authentic and just say whatever, talk shit, not take things that seriously, just answer the question and move on. And nobody really cared.
Yeah.
No one gave a shit. I saw Shannon Doherty punch a bitch out in Hyde nightclub when I first lived here. And God rest her soul, she knocked this bitch out. Okay. She knocked this bitch out and kept on partying. That was life. But no one had a camera phone.
I was like, you must have seen.
I've seen
a lot.
So much shit.
Same.
And I miss those days.
Yeah.
And And working at E, I saw the ushering of the cancel culture come in, but I'm happy to say I'm seeing it go out.
Okay.
I feel like it is going out.
Oh,
'Cause
selective
now
outrage.
It's just kind of whack to cancel people. You know,
We're not
to
canceling
cancel
people no more, though.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
We're
let people
selective
live.
outrage. No, we're
Yeah.
having selective outrage, and we're
Okay.
going to let
Selective
people be. Yeah.
outrage.
So when
Okay.
did the curves, like why? You were there. You were behind the scenes. Why do you think that started?
I feel like because people were retreating. As you said,
Mhm.
celebrities were retreating.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't saying anything without their publicist.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't talking. If they
Mhm.
said something, it was through an Instagram message.
true.
And by the way, you had that shit in your notes.
Yeah.
And you let 7 people read it before you posted it.
Mm.
Right. It's access. Like all of a sudden, celebrities were accessible.
Got it. So it's just
through
social media.
Through social
Yeah.
media.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Before
when-
they had that protection, like you
Yes.
said, they didn't speak for themselves. The
Yes.
publicists gave their statements.
And the
You're right.
companies also gave it to you. Like if you
Yeah.
were using a product, the companies would give it to you.
Right.
What you're seeing now, and we've seen it in the last few years, is when you hear celebrities telling you where they got their boobs done, or they're
Mhm.
not gatekeeping anymore, or they're like talking about
Mhm.
things that would normally be taboo.
Yeah.
When you see celebrities start to do that, that means the gates have opened again for them to be themselves.
Mm.
There you go.
And when you look at podcasting and you see how
Mhm.
amazing it's been for celebrities and for movies and for, personalities to connect with people, it's all through podcasts. Like,
Mhm.
I know what Brad Pitt's like in the sack because of Gwyneth Paltrow. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting it back. Like,
There
we're
you go.
almost back there. I think the thing we have to work out is people will have selective outrage. You just have to let them have it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's never going
And
to
here's
go
the
away.
good news. You get 2 days of like getting dragged.
Oh, yeah.
Because somebody else is going to do something crazy. Because at the end of the day, celebrities are not like before. It's like a celebrity was like, oh my God, a celebrity. Like I feel like
yeah.
celebrity doesn't have that. Celebrities don't have that much power anymore because there's
Too many of 'em.
influencers. It's like everybody has their own power now. So
too
we're
many
not
of you.
even like, it's like we're not even that interesting to just stay on our ass that long
Mhm.
because they got other people to drag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
for
that
sure.
happened before. It'd be like, oh my God, like you were
Right.
just like this big untouchable thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, girl, who else?
Who
okay,
else?
Will Smith. Okay, we're
Well,
on
it's
this
also
person.
because the way news came out before as celebrity news was through like Us Weekly.
We had once a week.
Yeah, and whoever wrote that had a whole week to put that out. It was out for a month. And you gotta wait for the next month of what happened. So it
Exactly.
lives forever.
Yeah.
Today, everything is like, we were talking the other day about the Coldplay people. It's like seconds, blows up.
Loses
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's the fucked up thing about that Coldplay thing.
Yeah, what are your thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
Here's my thoughts.
Because she had to report a
Uh-oh.
lot.
I know you
Oh,
have thoughts.
okay.
Let's go.
Here's my fucking thoughts.
Okay.
I'm going to say it up front.
Okay.
You should not be fucking somebody at work, especially if you're the head
Mhm.
of HR. Let's just put that out there. I'm going to go on the record and say that you should probably not be fucking somebody if you're the head of HR.
Okay.
Remember I asked you this question?
Yes,
And like, but
yes.
we're not corporate people.
So, yeah,
So
that's just a no-no because you
Okay.
can't fraternize at work.
Okay.
Because if you weren't the CEO, the head of HR would have your ass and you'd be gone.
Mm.
So
Right.
that's the first and foremost.
That's first. Okay.
However,
However,
if I was on the board at Astronomer
yes.
and I'm looking at people now knowing what Astronomer is, I had never heard of Astronomer.
Me either.
It took me 2 weeks after to know what they did because
Right.
Gwyneth Paltrow came through and did that video and kind
Right.
of explained to everybody what Astronomer did. If I am a company and my livelihood and my money has gone up because these two people got caught on a fucking Megatron, somebody's staying.
yeah, of course.
Someone's going to become a silent partner and you are going to move to another mother.
course.
You can't do HR because you obviously can't do your job. But let me go ahead and move you because guess what? In the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, motherfuckers were fucking their secretaries all the
Absolutely.
time.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And
This
not
is
getting
not new.
fired.
But
Nothing
the
new.
flip side is if it could have been detrimental that it crashed their value somehow.
Not one iota because no one knew who they
They
were.
were.
No one even knew what they did.
So bad press is good
Bad press was good press and they leaned into it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
paid Gwyneth Paltrow.
And that's the world we
Paltrow-
live in as well.
Yeah, like you can't let, and this is my issue with a lot of reality TV shows as well, they let the audience dictate too much.
Mhm.
Like, we know that they're not going to like this person. Obviously, we edited the show.
Yeah.
Just let them not like the show. Like, let them not like the person.
Right.
Like, but they're
Right.
like, oh, get her off. And all of a sudden, she's off. And it's like,
Bring her back.
Bring her back. Like, it's like, you know.
We always say that. Like, but the audience, like, you guys try to take these people off, but actually, those are the most engaged. Like, you're talking about that person.
Right.
That's why you want them on.
Exactly.
And you guys go too far.
And by the way, the person who says, I will never watch this show again is going to be
Be the
motherfucking watching that
one.
show next Tuesday at 7, 8 Central.
That's right.
Like,
The
you
first
can't.
one.
And I think it's going to, by the way, I think it's going to loosen up on that. And I say this
I
all the
hope so.
time. Like, when people used to call me, I used to have this friend who was a producer on the show, and he would be like, do you think this is too much to show? You know, like, is this going to backfire? I'm like, I watched a lady do heroin on A&E multiple times on fucking, intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is truth. This is real, but let her tell the full story
Exactly.
and if you're going to show it, stand behind it.
Exactly.
Stand behind her, stand behind it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we know who they are. I was having this conversation about Jackson Brittany, and my friend was like, ooh, that's a hot take. I'm like, it's a hot take, but she knew who this motherfucker was before she married him.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Mhm.
she's going through this and it sucks and it's terrible, but she knew.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wasn't perfect. He was a little rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I want to see somebody get kicked off of a show because they're a terrible person.
Mm.
When we hired them because they were a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you love reality television.
I fucking love
Yeah, I
reality
get that.
TV. I die. I love it.
What are your favorite Housewives shows? Which ones? In order. Well, your top three.
my top
that you
three.
don't miss?
My top three that I do not miss.
Okay.
Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also want to see. I'm interested in Beverly Hills as a case study almost.
Well, yeah, because you know everybody.
I know everybody, and I want to because sometimes I hear the stories
Yeah.
every now and then of what's going on behind the scenes. So I just want to see how it plays
How
out.
it plays out.
and
Right.
if the story was right.
Right.
Rob Minkoff is
You know
like
what I
that.
mean? I just want to
Because he knows he was
Mhm.
there. And he's like, I wonder, because, he does film, so it's different editing. He's like, I'm so curious how it's going to get edited.
Yeah.
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 Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
because that shit stays in my vocabulary for years.
Mm.
It's become part of the dictionary.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we communicate in Atlanta.
It's true.
We don't even call it English. We just call it Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's just,
It's true.
no one reads. But if you look at Beverly Hills and you look at Atlanta, they're two different shows.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
They're completely different
Yeah.
shows. And I feel the same way about Miami. Miami's a different show.
Mm.
Yeah, it really is. I caught up on Miami the last couple of days.
It's a whole different show.
Yeah. And Salt Lake City's completely different.
Completely different. I fuck with Salt
Potomac,
Lake too.
Completely
Yes.
different.
I watch them all, but Beverly Hills and Atlanta are the two that I just cannot miss.
Right.
Yeah.
And when she hit me up and said, do you think I should go back as a friend?
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, that's the best place to be.
I know. You did tell me
You
that.
talk, we was laughing, like, she talks how great it is. And we're like, shit, people are going to be coming for your job now.
I
Everyone
know.
wants to be a friend.
I got to stop talking about it
Stop
so much.
telling people.
It's awful being a friend. I was like, now I'm going to change the narrative and just quietly be over there getting my little friend check. But it's true, because I feel like I'm making it a lot more, the tide has changed with the whole friend thing anyway. Like
Yeah.
before it was like, oh my God, you're just a friend. It was like, like
Everybody thought
less
it was
than.
a demotion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not now.
I call it freedom.
It is. And peace. I call it peace.
It's peace.
Yes.
Don't fuck around and sleep on the friend. I tell everyone, like, when people come to me and say, I think I'm going to be a housewife, like, you have any point and advice? I'm like, girl, be a friend.
Right.
Start out as a friend. You're going to stay as a friend. You might not make the money that they make, but on the back end, girl,
you get
gonna,
the same exposure
you get the
in
same
so many
exposure.
ways.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, doing Atlanta last season, I was everywhere they were. I went on all the
Yeah.
trips. I did everything they did.
Yeah.
I did all. I mean, I maybe did more than some, to be honest. I was still doing,
The part
You
that
know,
blew my mind
all the things.
was she'd film and I'd see her and we come here and she's like happy. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
no stress.
are you still? Yeah, I'm filming. I'm like, wait, because I am like in my bed crying for 3 days and like, shooting heroin. And she's like, yeah, I have a trip. I have a
Shooting
cash trip
heroin.
tomorrow. Like, what is happening over
Yeah.
there? Like,
No, I'm
she
telling
is
you.
in her joy.
Listen, I've earned this friend contract.
You really
Trust
have.
me.
It's so crazy.
I
But you
did it
fought
for so long. I did it for so long. I showed up as who I was, and I think the best thing is to just be yourself, to be authentic. I know I was never the most entertaining. I was never the most, any of the things that people think make a great housewife. But I knew that I had people that could resonate with my story. And that's all I had. And that's what I kept. And that's how I still roll. Like, I'm just going to be me. And if you're with me, you're with me. And if you're not, child, just be with whoever else. But I'm only focused on the people that are with me.
The gays call you a spaghetti strap. Do you know that?
Oh, a spaghetti strap.
You're a spaghetti strap.
Okay.
You hold everything together. You have always been a spaghetti strap.
I received that.
I love that.
There's a spaghetti strap. The reason why people have always and will always resonate with you is that there's a spaghetti strap in every friend group.
It is.
There's three friends who probably don't talk to these two friends, but they'll come together for that one friend.
That's true.
It's the reason why
that
you
is
have
me.
the Sunday dinners.
On and off the show. That is who I am.
Think about
Literally.
family dinners.
Yeah.
A family dinner is always at the one sister's house
Yeah.
who everybody fucks with.
That's true.
She's a spaghetti strap.
I'm a spaghetti strap.
You're the
I
spaghetti
love
strap.
that for me.
That's how you do it.
It's so true.
It is true.
Yeah.
And that, the spaghetti strap has a lot of power because quietly the spaghetti strap is the person that's bringing everybody together, like you said.
But you've always had that power. You're just leaning into it more now than ever because you ain't got to deal with planning the party and doing the da-da-da.
Bringing this one and that one. Yeah.
You could just be there
I just
and
get
be
to
the
come
spaghetti
and
strap.
yes. I love that.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my God. If
It's so
I
good.
love it.
were to ever do Housewives, like if somebody were like, we would love for you to be a friend, I would spaghetti strap all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
I
you
would
are.
spaghetti
It's good.
strap. Oh yeah, I would be the spaghetti strap.
That's actually who you are.
I'm the spaghetti strap.
You
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah, that's who I want to be in my life. I want to be the spaghetti strap.
How do you deal with social media? Like personally, like, because you're like on, you are a
Yeah,
celebrity.
do people come for you at all?
People love me on social media.
Okay, good.
Well, we do love you on social media.
People fuck with me.
They
like
do.
when people are like,
So
don't
you
read the
never
comments.
get dragged or anything, because I never see anything negative about you on social media. You're
Here's the-
very loved
I'm
and
very
beloved
good,
at
but I've
this
had my
point.
moments. I've had my moments. I talk about how
Well, how
I'm
do you
not afraid
navigate
of
that on the podcast though now? Because that's a freer space for you to for us to really
Oh
for
yeah,
you to
yeah.
go in.
No, I can
So-
go in.
Okay.
The only time I ever got dragged was I opened up about being not afraid of interracial relationships.
Mm.
and you got dragged for that?
I got dragged for that because sometimes
Why?
when you say you're open to interracial relationships, people automatically think that you don't date black men.
That's
Ah.
true. That's true.
So there's like this thing.
Mm.
And for me, what I was trying to explain was the reason why I opened up to more races is because I live in a bigger city and like people do it. And it's, it was at the time, it was more of a thing here than it was in South Louisiana. So it was like a whole new world.
Right. Right.
So the fact that I'm open to doing it, I think people try to make that into something.
What's crazy is that you have to then explain why, because you
Which is so silly.
which is what
So,
we were
yeah,
saying about
like-
20 years ago. You just say the statement
Yeah.
and then there's no response to it. It's just,
Right.
that's Justin's open to dating
Yeah.
other races. And now it has to be a weird conversation that you're always, so I get why I avoid carpet completely.
I
I
don't
don't do
do it
any of
anymore.
it
Yeah.
because you don't need to hear myself. But I love that you have a podcast because for me, it's like, this has been such a cathartic outlet
feel
for
it.
me. I know.
I feel
'Cause-
like
Yeah.
you can see it from the first episode
Mhm.
to now. I think this was like a few months ago when you finally let all of it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The next week you were a totally different person. I feel like you had been tiptoeing on that information and those
You're
feelings
so right.
For 4
for
years.
a long
Yeah.
time. And you let it out. And I don't think you realize how big of an exhale it was at the time.
It was.
Like I think I heard you do like and I was like, oh shit, it just finally came
No,
out.
it was like a
Yeah.
building was on her shoulders, and you were able to just
I
be
know.
free.
It was a lot. And this girl is my angel because she called me on the way home after we did it because I'm like, I think I'm ready. I got to do it. And Rob's like, do it. Just like, it's time. Because he's wanted me to say it from day one.
Yeah.
But I
You were
was
ready.
I was, of course, wasn't ready yet. I'm never ready. And when I finally did, she called me on the way back. She's like, if you want to scrap it, we can. Because she knew it would be kind of
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
important pod. And
Mhm.
she's just like, we don't have to air it if you don't want to. Just sit on it. And like, this is why she's my sister.
Yeah, I was just happy
Yeah.
you said it out loud. Even just to me, I felt like even that part of it was very therapeutic. But
Yeah.
I know you really well now, and I was like, look, I don't want you losing sleep over like the having the anticipation of it coming out. So I was like, you said it here, if you don't want it to air, I'm okay with it because
Yeah.
I only want you to be okay. I
Yeah.
don't really
Thank
care
you.
about the rest because you're my girl. This
Yeah.
is our space. So we run this shit over here.
All day.
You know
All
what I'm
day.
saying?
All day. And it's interesting. The question I get a lot is, did you get any backlash from the people?
No, you never get backlash.
I didn't, because it's true.
Y-
And they do not want to ignite me because, like you said, I am so much more relaxed now.
Oh, because you know these people.
Well, but by the way,
Right.
you're in your fuck it era.
I completely.
I think and this is, don't take this the wrong way. I think when you were there and in that space, and I don't know the specific people per se, but I know the area and I know the community.
Okay.
I think that you gave co-star vibes.
Mm.
I think you
In
didn't give
that
main
group.
character in that group. I
Mhm.
think you gave
Not
gave
main character.
You mean
not
on
main
the
character.
show?
No. In that group
In
of
your
people,
group
in
before
your
you
friend
came
group.
on the
Oh.
show.
Yes.
I think that they thought that and you did. You thought about what they thought about you. You
Mhm.
cared about what people thought.
100%.
You weren't giving main character energy.
You weren't giving main character energy. I think that you went through this whole situation, and now that you're in your fuck it phase, like, fuck it, I'm letting this out, and I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
People are not afraid of that. They just won't bow up to you because they know you don't care
Right.
at this
Mhm.
point.
And they
Oh,
knew
yeah.
I cared before.
They knew
Yeah.
you cared before, and
Yeah.
they just wanted to knock you off a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wanted to knock you down a few pegs.
Yeah.
They did.
They just wanted that.
And they did. They were successful. But I feel like it's taken me a long time, and I'm still sensitive a little bit, but I don't think I would have ever in my life growing up like a Chinese immigrant kid with not like to ever be at a fuck it stage. I would have always lived my life
Yeah.
tiptoeing,
Yeah.
and they broke open it for me.
Yeah.
So in ways, I'm grateful. In ways, I'm like, I can say what I want to say now. I'm super direct. Some of my friends are like, sometimes you're a little too direct now. And I'm like, I want to know where you stand because
Mhm.
I need to know how to move with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let
Exactly.
you know where I stand because I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm doing because that's not fair to you.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But this is my lesson.
Well, you know what? The word boundaries is one of my favorite words. Boundaries is a beautiful word. It just is because you just have to have it not only with family, but with friends for sure. Like you cannot navigate a good friendship without having boundaries. You just cannot you shouldn't step over people and they shouldn't step over you. Like,
Exactly.
and they just have to respect your feelings. Like, we were talking about the power of no. If you're my friend, I love you, but if I don't want to go somewhere, my ass ain't going.
I'm not going.
I'm not moving. And I love you. Call me tomorrow. Have a great time. But I don't want to feel, oh my God, I got to go because,
No.
you're my girl and you want me to go. I don't feel like going.
So I'm out.
And I get to not feel like going. And if you don't want to go anywhere with me, when I invite you somewhere, please tell me you don't want to go.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. People shouldn't have to do shit they don't feel like doing.
Yeah.
And
But-
we should embrace each other for standing in what we feel.
and being like, it's fine. I put up boundaries very early in my life. I put up boundaries before boundaries were a thing.
Oh, wow.
Like I put up
See,
boundaries
That's good.
before boundaries were a thing. I also moved out of the state I lived in and created a whole new life here and a
You
whole new
did.
ecosystem.
Right.
So that was quite easy for me. And I think that what happens is, especially for a lot of women out there, you get thrown into these friend groups via your kids.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And
That's
you
true.
don't get to choose a lot of the times
Mhm.
who you're situated with.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times at these schools, it could be more political than motherfucking Washington.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of politics, there's a lot of personalities,
Mhm.
there's a lot of this one invited this one, but didn't invite this one. And, your kid didn't get invited to this. It is a lot.
Mhm.
So I think when women get older and your kids start choosing their friends
Mhm.
and, more mindfully, you start doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're not in K through 5 anymore where
Mhm.
it's the class moms. Now you're in junior and senior high and your daughter only fucks with 3 people anyway.
Right.
And her friends go to another school.
Right.
So you ain't got to be friends with Dana, Sarah, and Susie
Right.
if you don't want to be. You're coming into your own. Like,
That's so true.
The way and I'm sure this is all over the world, but specifically, it's the only thing I know. The way LA
oh,
Yeah.
private wealthy women social dynamics is like, you could write.
I'm going to write a TV show about this.
You should.
I'm going to write a TV show.
I always say if they show really
should.
what happens in real life,
Lady,
it's crazy.
there is this thing, when I first moved here, I went to this thing called the Curtis Fair.
Oh, yeah.
The Curtis Fair?
And the way the
How are you calling out the
dynamics.
Curtis Fair? It's
For-
an elementary
is that?
school fair.
It's an elementary school fair, but
Okay.
bitch, it is bomb. Okay? And not for the reasons you
Walk
think.
me through it. I've never heard of the Curtis
By the way,
Fair.
so you're going to walk through the Curtis Fair, but they invite prospect families, like when we apply for kindergarten,
Okay.
to the Curtis Fair.
Yeah. But the moms from the school work the fair.
Oh.
But Curtis is like private school on the top of a hill, has a nice scenery, it's very
Mm.
green.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, oh, we're going to go to this Curtis Fair. You should come to the Curtis Fair. You're going to come to the Curtis Fair. We're going to go to the Curtis Fair. I'm like,
Oh
what the
my
fuck's the
God.
Curtis
I
Fair?
love that you're talking about the Curtis
I know, it's
Fair.
right, the Curtis
It's so
Fair.
funny.
They're like, come. Just come. I won't tell you what it is. Just come. The people watching
Mm.
at the Curtis Fair, there's always two celebrity moms.
Mm-hmm.
They always
At
have two
least.
different hives.
Two different hives.
There's always like, you could tell that this mom, the celebrity moms know each other. I know they know each other. I know y'all were on a TV show back together. Y'all know,
Right.
like they've worked together,
Right.
but they are opposite ends of the Curtis Fair.
Oh.
And I know that the school did that on purpose because these two bitches are at war.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
And when you go and see the politics and who's at this booth and who's at that
Mhm.
booth, like, and the way the women move around it, it's amazing.
I am obsessed with going there. When is it?
Well, hold on. Before you go to the Curtis Fair, what you need to go to is what's another big shenanigans that you should go to is Baby to Baby.
Baby to baby.
Baby to
You've
Baby.
never been to Baby to Baby?
I don't even know what that is.
Bitch, you gotta go to Baby to Baby.
What is baby to baby?
It's the biggest.
The Palisades Oscars charity event.
It's a charity event. It's like our women's cancer, which is I think is second.
Yes.
But Baby to Baby has
I mean, they raised like
million.
$50 million
Yes.
in one night.
Yes.
They supply diapers, formula, and baby food in
Okay.
needs to mothers in
But
need.
it is a
And how do you get invited? Like, is it open to the public?
no.
Or-
There's
No.
none left. It's if you're grandfathered in ticket wise, you'll have access to buy
so you
them.
can't even get in there.
But you can get
You can-
somebody at a table will maybe invite you, like a designer will get a table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or
And
who's
then
being honored.
Who's being honored?
There's still some space,
We'll figure it out.
But you got to know. You got to be.
but
in
I
the
know.
mix.
So half the group that does that are the moms in my class.
It's crazy.
In Max's class. So when I started our school, I remember thinking, those are the baby to baby moms.
Those are the baby to baby moms.
Wow.
And Baby to Baby is a charity, but that has skyrocketed to like the Oscars.
It's crazy.
to the Oscars.
This
It's
is
formal.
insane.
It's the food's bomb,
It's formal.
But
I
they
like to-
try to make the food kind of casual,
but it ain't.
but it's not because it's like they do like food stations, like all the top restaurants in LA to try things to make it. I feel like that's their way to make it down to earth.
But it's every restaurant you can't get into. It's like
Right.
Matsuhitsu has like a thing. Nobu's here doing
right,
fish.
right,
Like
right.
John and Vinny's.
Yeah,
It's
it's
yada, yada,
crazy.
yada. It's the bomb. My favorite thing to do at Baby to Baby is walk around and see who's at what table. So I get a cocktail and then I get into Baby to Baby and then I go to every motherfucking
But you're
table.
good at working the room.
I just want to know where everybody's at.
Yeah.
This room is it, but it's also huge.
It's incredible.
It's very big, so everyone is working each other.
Yes.
That's I see. That is like I'm good at that. Not in like when it's every top celebrity ever. Like it's crazy and everyone's dressed the nines. That's where I retreat a little bit. I find like real friends, and then we'll hold on to each other and we'll just watch.
No, bitch.
Wow.
I'm like
That
a
sounds
You're on a
scary.
auditor. I'm like an auditor girl. I'm just walking around there like I work for the IRS. Like I want to talk to everybody in this motherfucker. Because it's like once a year, but I'm very impressed by them.
Oh, they do incredible.
The
work.
way they do it.
I would have to go with someone like you because I'm very afraid in those rooms. Like if it's like that crazy,
It would be a lot
I'm
for
like,
you.
give me my corner, sit my ass down, and tell me when we're leaving.
But it's quick. It's fast. It moves. You're in there, but you're out of there. But then you're at the after party, and then this one's
After
here.
party.
There's an after party. I mean, it's crazy.
It's big,
It's my favorite.
but there is the anxiety and stress of walking in. It's
That's
a
the hardest
lot.
part.
Yeah,
you
'cause
walk in, you're
Leaving is
checking
easy.
in. who's going to be around the corner for for me.
Who's going to get in that? It's a
are
lot.
the people that I don't like here. That's my thing. Sometimes I'm a
God.
little avoidant, and then, right when you walk in is like where the pictures are taken. And it is the biggest.
Wait, they take your picture as soon as you walk in?
There's a red carpet.
That's the carpet.
Oh, there's a carpet there.
But
of
it's
course.
like right when you walk in, kind of at cocktail hour. So everyone kind of sees you. And
if you don't get invited on that carpet.
I freaking love that you love
Wait, you
this so
you
much.
may not be able to do the carpet?
It depends if you get invited on the carpet or if you don't get invited on the carpet.
my
It's
God.
like a whole thing.
Because everyone's a celebrity. There's only so many pictures.
crazy.
They
There's
can
only
take.
everybody's a celebrity.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Life's been a little crazy lately, and one thing that helps me unwind, Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies.
Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD.
Formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness. All products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity.
Right now, Humble Brag listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/humble and use code HUMBLE at checkout.
That's cornbreadhemp.com/humble and use code HUMBLE.
It really is wild. I mean, the private school political pussy power bullshit should be studied.
That's a show.
Wow.
It's a show.
I need you to create that show.
But it was a
and
little
put
bit
me
like
on it.
Desperate Housewives. But when you bring in the kid,
the school.
Yes, it's really intense. Like I feel like, but like you said, as like now I'm in middle school.
So you're almost out of it.
I'm out. The applying for a kinder, you hear what celebrities at the school, the power players, and also that actually determines if you feel like you fit in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Based on the power of that school, it's like, there's different types. Each school has their own, I would say, vibe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
There's the actor, Hollywood, down to earth.
The center.
Centers.
Yes.
That's Beyonce was there.
It's
we can say that because they're gone now. So it's
yeah,
fine.
it's why.
Okay.
But by the way, Beyonce did. Wow, we're really just like
we're really getting into it.
Yeah, we really are.
I know,
Beyonce
I'm like blown away.
did their gala. Sings at their gala.
Stop.
So you imagine a small elementary school
with like 30 kids in each class.
But guess what? At the end of the day, I don't care how big of a celebrity you are. You still want your kid to get the best teachers, to be so Beyonce does. And then there's Oakwood.
Yeah.
It's like all celebrity.
I'd be at John Thomas Dye because I knew Gwyneth's kids would go there.
It's so funny. I do not see you at that school.
Oh, by the way, I would just send my kids wherever Gwyneth went.
Okay, so John Thomas Dye is the ultimate, like, it looks like it's in Bel Air and it looks like East Coast camp, but
it's adorable.
Very
picket fence,
wealthy.
Aww.
But it's it's politics.
Yeah.
Like it's like, but once your kids get in, you're not done. Like you got to ride these bitches until you get to the next. Like if you're leaving in 6th grade, you got to think about that. Like who's going to give you a referral letter? Who's going to blah, blah, blah.
But by the way, all those people that became your best friends in 6th grade are now your enemy because now you're vying.
Because now they're competition.
They're competition. And there's only so many spots.
Oh my God.
And I'll tell you, I particularly chose, because I'm not going to name our school, a K through 12.
For that reason.
Because I did not want to deal the kindergarten game. When you go to those, just the interviews and the tours, everyone is looking each other up and down. You're like, oh, I saw them at that school. So you start to check who's applying to what school. You're like, I think, and you start to like put yourself on the totem pole. I'm like, I think I would lead that kid because this is what Max does.
Yeah.
It was,
but we're not going to beat him because they're dads. She has dads. She has 2 dads.
2 dads.
So like, ooh, Crystal's in an interracial relationship. So she's
yes,
up there.
yes,
people like, no, they gauge it.
Okay, there's an episode of Modern Family, and it's the gay couple on there. Yeah. And they have the Asian daughter. They're walking in, they do a tour, and they come out of this tour like they are like high-fiving. And because the show is based in Palisades. Right. And they're like, oh my God, we're so excited and da-da-da. And then they walk in and they see like a lesbian couple. One is like Native American wearing like the whole thing. And it was like, they're like, shit, we lost our spot. And I remember watching that before I was pregnant. And I remember I was like, oh my God. I'm like, and I would tell people, are Rob and I, like, are Jewish and Asian still a thing? They're like, yeah, but not very long.
Yeah.
You got a couple years.
And by the way, you got to start
Whoa.
thinking about it before that baby even walks.
Yeah.
You got to be like, okay, if we go to this pre-K, this, after school program, then we can get into this pre-K that's going to get us into this kindergarten.
You are thinking about college when you're applying for preschool.
I'm done.
When I tell you, I'm not playing.
It's really crazy here.
It's real. Yeah. Because I know that preschool gets into this school, which feeds into these colleges that I expect my kid to go.
Right.
So I'm actually where I wanted him to
So
go.
the takeaway should be, don't have kids. Because you're going to be tormented for the rest of your life trying to make sure they go to a good damn school.
Go through K through 12, girl. That's how you got to do it. You got to do K through 12.
I'm very smart because I'm
crazy.
watching, because Max is going to 7th grade.
Yeah.
I'm watching all the people that I went to preschool with and all these elementaries fighting it out against each other. And it is brutal.
It's really wild.
It's
dude.
brutal.
Okay. You have to tell us about your podcast.
Okay.
Because we have just gone
Oh,
we're gonna wrap
completely
up?
somewhere else.
We went off the rails.
Oh,
I'm so
perfect.
sorry.
Uh,
Yesterday's is with Blakely Thornton.
How'd you come up
I
with the
love
name?
yesterday.
I just like throwback shit. Let me put it this way. When I was on Daily Pop, when I started it, it was back 2016.
Mhm.
There was so much shit going on.
Mhm.
Then into 2020, I decided at this point that I wanted my content and my shows that I worked on to be a distraction from what everyone was going through. So when I was on Daily Pop, I refused to talk politics. I refused to talk about people fighting over race or whatever it was, because I knew that CNN was happening, that people could turn, to any news channel, Fox, ABC, and they can see all those things happening.
Correct.
What I wanted to give was something where people can go and breathe for a minute.
Yeah.
And honestly, when this election happened, I was like, I need to bring something back where people can go for 30 minutes a week and just fucking laugh about
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean? Not in this divided way. So we thought, let's do something that was nostalgic, that people could say, oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're talking about this, because a lot of times, sometimes you get on a podcast and if people aren't learning something new or connecting with something, they turn it off.
Yeah.
So I just wanted something for us to be like, we're only going to talk about our childhoods up until the early 2000s.
Love.
If it wasn't in Us Weekly or People Magazine, we don't want to talk about it.
Right.
But you can just see when you were bringing up the old shows, when we were talking about Paris and all that, we all lit up because it brings us back to such a fun time where we weren't dealing with politics in this way. We weren't dealing with the wars out there and the vitriol between people. And it was such a good time. But also I love that you particularly are doing it is because you are so knowledgeable and well-versed in it.
Thank you.
And you are extremely passionate about it.
Love it.
Hearing people talk about it who don't really understand the history of it, that's where you lose me. But I know you know the truth of it. I know you know it.
I was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was here for some of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You told Kyle about Camille.
Yeah.
Like that is I'm sure you've told that story. I find that so interesting.
Yeah.
Especially like as a fan of the show. And weirdly that I was on it. Sometimes I forget I was on it. Like I love to hear about that because that was like the era.
Yeah, I was the era.
And so I want to know all those stories. So
No, it's
just so
crazy.
you know, I want to hear all those housewives because they came before me, but it doesn't necessarily attach to me.
I totally understand.
My
I get-
experience is
yeah.
very isolated, but all those things I really love because the beginning of Housewives, and I started really watching when we started getting closer. I'm like, I'm going to go like from your season on.
Yeah.
And I'm like 4 full seasons into like her seasons. And
It's
it's so
crazy.
fun because like now I'm like, and then Nene came in.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I
we
got
had a
to know who
great time.
Nene was because I got to watch the old, it was like fun to watch it back like
Yeah.
that. And so I think Yesterday is just like such a fun new concept.
so good. And
It's
we're so
amazing.
different. He's so unafraid and so passionate and so fuck you that it opens me up a lot because I work for a network and this motherfucker, he ain't got a parent company. Okay? And you could tell he ain't got a parent company. He will call a bitch out. He didn't care. Meanwhile, I'm like, I gotta
He's like
collect
the
this
opposite of
check.
you.
Yeah.
He's the opposite of me.
Yeah.
And honestly, he scares me. I'm always like, I'm
Like,
taking
what is he gonna say?
I'm gonna take a hit for this, but
Right.
I'm so excited and so when I watch, we have these 2 people that work for us, We call him White Man Steve. He's like a straight man who's like 34.
White Man Steve.
He's like our audio director. And then we have this other straight white lady named Gabby. And when we're talking and they're smiling and like looking at us out the window and like engaging in the conversation and like putting up signs.
Oh,
I'm like, this is when we know we're doing something good.
Yeah.
Like I know that.
Yeah.
And I feel that because they're in there like, oh my God. And when we walk out, the other girl, Stacy, who's a little bit older than me, she comes up to me and she wants to talk about what we just talked about and how it relates to her. And I'm just like, this is what I need.
Yeah.
This is what we all need.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm
But I
happy
think
to
what's
give it.
great is that you were saying your partner is so like doesn't give a fuck.
Scary.
And that is how we're going to kind of get back to neutral
Yep.
of just having an opinion. Because if two people are, scared shit, like sometimes, me, you get stuck.
You get stuck.
Yeah.
Have you watched Project Runway?
Not the new one.
I haven't watched it lately.
Is it great?
Oh my God.
Is it with Lola Blankets, right?
It's Lola Blankets.
Yes.
And Christian Siriano.
Okay.
And Heidi Klum.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't work for Hulu. I ain't got a contract with Hulu. Hulu didn't even know who I am. Okay? I'm going to just go on record and say that. The way Lola Blankets and Christian Siriano are talking to contestants gives you America's Next Top Model vibes in the way that we could be, we can have a critique, be sassy, and not have to apologize for it. He is out there.
Love.
And it is going to usher in that mentality and programming. And I'm so excited for it that Hulu's taking a chance on that. But they did, they were on some swinging Mormons.
Right.
And now they're bringing on this. And I think TV is going to change so much.
Well, I loved Top Model. Wait, was that ever an era that you could have been on, or you were already like a supermodel then?
You were already supermodel then.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember the conception of that show.
Did you like that show?
Tyra and I came up together. Yeah,
as a model.
I did because it was more real. Like you would literally. I remember going to Paris and I'd walk into a casting and I would be in the line for like 2 hours and I would finally get in front of the person. I would give them my book and they literally would open up one page and go, "Thank you," and I'd be like,
I was here for 2 hours.
There's 10 more pages of photos to look at, and I've been in the line for 2 hours. I took the train here that took me 2 hours. I'm hungry, and what I'm not going to do is have you look at, literally like, thank you. Like, that's the kind of things like that would happen. And that's just one story. But I felt like, Tyra was a part of that era, so she knows really what that really looked like for real, because there was no social media. There was none of those things. We had to really haul our ass to, on a train for 2 hours to go to a casting, whatever we had to do, and wait and might get there and they say, you know what, we're not seeing anyone else actually. So we're not even going to look at the one picture.
We're not even going to look at the one motherfucking picture. The funny part about it is everyone was like, I can't believe, people who didn't grow up in this era or enjoy it are like, fuck Tyra, she's cutting people's hair off. She blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just listened to Cindy Crawford talk about how Kevin Aucoin shaved her eyebrow off and drew it back on.
That's right.
And didn't ask anybody about it.
Absolutely.
Like that was, the shoot was going to be that.
That was real. I walked into my first casting for Essence and it was like the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life. So I was like, I'm not getting this. This is crazy. And I walk in and the makeup artist, may rest in peace, was a celebrity makeup artist who went on to do Oprah and all these people, Reggie Wells.
Yeah.
Looked at my book and said, you're gonna have to get your teeth fixed. And because I had my teeth were fine, but I had a space, I had a gap.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no one's ever told me I had to get them, get my teeth fixed. So I was like, oh shit, okay. And I left there and I called my agent. I was like, I think I got to get my teeth fixed because, whatever. You just did whatever they said to be able to compete. Because if they said you need it, if you had flat boobs, you needed bigger ones, you got a boob job. If they were too big, you got them reduced. It just was, it was what it was.
It was the Wild West.
And it was a time where that was the business. Nobody was traumatized, really. It was just either it was for you or if it wasn't. If you just didn't, if you just weren't a fit for that life, then you just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I made it work for me, and I was like, okay. I went right to the dentist. Not even a good dentist, child. I had to eventually get them fixed for real. But I was like, can you just fill up with whatever the cheapest stuff you have and close this gap so I can be competitive? Because everybody
that
else
put an Altoid
got
in
beautiful
there.
teeth.
That motherfucker put an Altoid in there. You're like, oh, this is minty.
That's what it was.
And once it melted, it's like, yeah, I got to get the real deal.
And I look back on my life, and those were some of the best times. Shaped me to be who I am. I don't look at it like, oh, that guy that told me I had to get my teeth fixed. It's like, child.
Because that's why this generation doesn't work hard.
They're very
I know that
fragile.
I'm going to get cancer for that, but like,
no,
because
but they're very fragile people.
Now, what do you have to do? You just email a photo. You don't have to go on the subway for 2 hours, wait in line.
Yeah,
everything's like this, and that's why
It's a
you can
different
handle life.
I'm like,
I think it's every other generation of parent. Like I look at like for myself and my mom. Like my mom was so hard on us, but then she's so easy on her grandchild.
Oh yeah,
like so it always skips a generation.
Yes,
so it goes from hard parenting, and then all of a sudden it's like, that was too hard. I'm gonna do my kids differently.
Sure.
So everyone's a little bit different, but it just skips a generation. It's like this generation was hard parented, so when they become parents, they easy parent, but then they go next, and then it's hard parenting because this generation didn't work. It's all fucked up, but we're not canceling Tyra for some shit that you don't understand.
No.
By the way, did you ever see when Tyra had Naomi on her show?
Yes.
I did. I saw that episode. Yeah.
I watched that was my childhood.
That was the time.
When Tyra had Naomi on that show, I watched that at least once a year.
Really?
Just the whole, from start to end.
Yeah.
On both of their ends, it was just such... Tyra knew what the fuck she was doing when she was making that show.
Yeah.
She just knew.
Yeah.
And like, she sat there, took an L because Naomi was a guest, took an L and fucking let Naomi come and drag her ass in her face, but called Naomi out about some shit, let Naomi say she don't remember when she really definitely remembered. And I'm not mad at either of them, but it's some of the best television you've ever seen. Like, we're talking that this was Iyanla before Iyanla was a thing.
Exactly.
Like, let's conflict resolute on fucking ABC. Like,
I loved it.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when you watched it, you didn't know it was crazy.
You had no idea.
I didn't know.
Because we didn't know where the world was going.
No.
So we were just like living it. Like, okay.
Yeah.
We grew up on Maury, Montel, Jerry Springer.
My whole life.
Like, we grew up on, I'm hot now and I want to show my ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Like, that's the shit that we grew up on.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm trans and I need to talk to my sister about this on your show.
Yeah.
Like, though nothing was shocking back then.
Yeah.
Because we lived through all of it.
Yeah.
The great.
Yeah.
And we're going to hear all of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yestergays.
It's all we ever fucking talk about.
I love it.
You guys, Yestergays, wherever you get podcasts, it's lit. 35 minutes.
I love it.
Every Monday.
Every Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Yestergays.
Yestergays.
I love it.
Well, Humble Brag is Monday.
Yes.
Yestergays is Tuesday.
There you go.
And then you're done for the week.
Miami's Wednesday.
I love it. Well, we love you so much.
I love you guys. This was so much fun.
No, we had so much to talk about. I feel like we got to bring you back for part 2 because I had so many more questions and I talk to you all the time and Crystal has her relationship with you.
Let's do part 2.
I would love that.
We're dying. We have so much more to talk about. I feel like we only scratched like third of the surface.
Yeah.
Like, please, I will come back whenever.
Okay,
I love
fantastic.
it. And we're coming to Yestergays too.
Yes.
Right.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you too,
Thanks.
Justin.
This is great. Where's the toilet flushing?